today we continue the scope of practice for nutritionists. So the last one just now is provide guidance on nutrition aspects for the formulation and improvement of products and services. For example, is as a nutritionist, somehow we are working with a company, with a product, with a factory that looking for an advice in terms of formulation and also in terms of development of product and services. So this is also part of scope of practice for nutritionists. Number 10, next, as a nutritionist also, our scope is to provide technical advice in terms of the food regulations, implementation of nutrition aspect of food regulations, anything on food labeling, etc. This is part of the scope of nutritionists. To provide technical advice and consultation in nutrition and nutrition-related matters, of course, provide input for nutrition quality and safety of products. Okay, somehow okay now people out there there's a lot of products that were produced. And somehow we are curious in terms of the labeling, in terms of the ingredients, etc. So as a nutritionist, this is our job. Actually, we would have to give an input in terms of safety of the food products. And last but not least, the scope of practice for nutritionists is to provide communication materials that comply with the prevailing regulations and guidelines. Any guidelines in terms that related with the food, related with nutrition, to disseminate to people out there, to the community. We are the one that will provide the communication materials. So as a nutritionist, we need to register. Okay, so we need to get what we call as a practicing certificate under the Act 774, Section 22, where the registered practitioner who attends to practice shall apply to the HP Council for a practicing certificate. So we need to apply from the council to get the practicing certificate. And this valid for 2 years, the certificate. And when we as a registered practitioner that we practicing, certificate has lapsed for 4 years or more than 4 years, we need to apply for the renewal. And this shall be subject to somehow the assessment as a competency as determined by the council. So basically the certificate valid for 2 years. And these are all the requirements to practice a nutritionist in Malaysia. First, you must be a Malaysian. This is for Malaysian. Of course, you have to be Malaysian. You have to meet the terms and conditions and eligibility criteria that has been stated in the AHP Act. And as a nutritionist, okay, as a Malaysian, okay, students Malaysian, they must be graduated in nutrition from highlighted here recognized university. So we will look at what it means that recognized university. It means that the university has offered a nutrition program, and that program is what we call get full accreditation from the Malaysian Qualification Agency, or we call it as a MQA. And the graduated nutrition, okay, must come from the recognized university to practice and to register under this the AHP Act. Okay, so next they have to apply for registration within the stipulated time, within the 6 months after declaration from the recognized university. Means that after you finish your study, within that 6 months, you have to apply for the registration. And to those the graduates that comes from what we call as non-recognized university, they must seek approval from the HP Council. So far, these are the list of the university in Malaysia, what we call as 6 institutions that granting qualification in nutrition, which is that has been accredited by the MQA, which is UKM, UPM, USM, MSU, RMU as well as UCSI. So these are the next 6 institutions granting for qualification, and it means that they are qualified university or accredited university, recognized university. This nutritionist graduated from these 6 institutions, and inshallah next year there is another seventh institutions they are granting qualification nutrition accredited by the FKA, which is from the University Sultan Sanam Abidin. Also for Malaysians, and how about for non-Malaysians that they want to apply for the licensing from the AHP Council. So the requirements, okay, for the non-Malaysian, okay, is different things. A non-Malaysian citizen who has been practicing an allied health profession outside Malaysia, they can also apply to the council to practice in Malaysia. So how they can practice? They have to fulfill all those qualifications. Where is number 1? They have been in Malaysia for the exclusive purpose. For example, they come to Malaysia for teaching. They are in Malaysia to conduct research, or they have to undergo a postgraduate study in the search of allied health in such institution that are approved by the council. Number 2, they must possess expertise in such field of allied health which the council consider necessary for the advancement of healthcare in Malaysia, or he has a contract of employment with the public service. So these are the criteria, the qualifications that needed by the non-Malaysian citizen. And what happened? There are additional requirements to register for temporary practicing certificate, where this temporary practicing certificate may be granted to non-Malaysian upon compliance with condition that established by the Malaysian Allied Health Professions Council. That includes that registered with nutrition profession body or council that is recognized by Malaysian Allied Health Professional Council, and also practice in nutrition for at least 10 years, except for postgraduate study. So in order for you to renew your practicing certificate, you need to get a minimum of 20 CPD points per year. So in 1 year, you need to get 20 CPD points, and you can refer to this website. And this CPD category is, there are 2 categories, category A and category B, where the category A, which is A1 to A11, is more on core practice in the annual route target, and B1 to B3 is more the non-core practice. We will look at this. Okay, for example, B1, if you want to get to renew your certificate, you need to get at least just now is 20 CPD. So for example, in that year, you attend a seminar, congress, or any conference, nutrition, or related, or business, whether in local, international, okay, you already get the 20 points. Or maybe you attend technical, scientific meeting, professional society, universities, college, association, local or international, you already get the 20 points. Or you attended a workshop, courses, fellowships attachment, which is include hands-on skill course, you actually get a 30 CPD point. And as well as you attend a CME sessions, you have a presentation at official meeting function, you have a self-study, group study, case study, you have what we call as publications, articles in journals, chapters in books or reports. These are all it's very easy actually to get the CPD points in order for you to renew your certificate. And also just now they have the part B, when you have involved as an editor, a member of editor board, a reviewer for article. Actually you get the 10 CPDs. You attended AGM, association, NGOs, registered with register of society, you will get 5 CPD points. So last but not least, if you still remember, I mentioned earlier about the requirements for grandfather clause. which is fall under section 46. So this grandfather clause is actually, this section applies to practitioners with the following conditions. Number one, they hold the position of a nutritionist as defined in the Act before certain years with evidence of staff confirmation letter from the employer. It means that, okay,